Ah yes, Pokemon Stadium, the game that not many people play anymore in this year of 2025, but was pretty popular back when it was released in 1999, selling almost 1 million copies before the end of that year. Not much has been going on lately with this game, sort of lost in time, so here in this video, I chose to do something pretty interesting with it. I am gonna play through Pokemon Stadium's Gym Leader Castle only, with 6 random Pokemon from the rentals being chosen by a randomizer. This challenge might be really fun to play with really good Pokemon to use, or just downright awful. So, without further ado, let's head on to the Gym Leader Castle and see what the randomizer has in store for us. Alright, time to see the first team that we're going with. So, here. No. Oh, okay, wait. So, the randomizer doesn't like me that much, but it's still a bit generous, I guess. Anyways, I registered all the Pokemon I needed and then headed out to Brock's gym. The first trainer that I was met with was a bug boy, so I definitely could not choose Alakazam for this. So instead I chose Charmeleon, Cloyster, and Onix. The battle started with Charmeleon and Metapod, and Charmeleon missed the first Fire Blast, but succeeded the next turn, which OHKO'd the Metapod. Surprisingly, the next 2 Pokemon, Beedrill and Caterpie, all got killed by the Fire Blast for the first move before they could even make a single attack on Charmeleon. This was definitely an easy win, and so the Bug Boy was defeated. The next trainer was the Lad. For this battle, I picked the exact same team I chose for the last fight, but because most of his party was entirely grass type. Again, Charmeleon went out first, this time against Bulbasaur. The Fire Blast missed again, but on the next turn it ignited the Bulbasaur into flames. It was even a critical hit. The next Pokemon out was a Gloom. Hey, guess what? The Fire Blast missed again! You gotta be kidding me. It then used Absorb, which was clearly not effective at all. I decided to use Slash instead of Fire Blast to not have the risk of missing again. Gloom used Absorb again, then I used Dragon Rage 2 times. For the final hit for Gloom, I used Slash. The final Pokemon out was Zubat. Surprisingly, this time the Fire Blast didn't miss and did an actually really good chunk of damage. After Zubat used Leech Life, I used Fire Blast, and that was it. The Lad was defeated. The final trainer was a Junior. This time I let Cloyster lead because his team was mostly ground type. The first battle was against Dugtrio, and Cloyster attacked with Clamp. The Dugtrio used Mimic, which is obviously useless, so I used Clamp again, and the Dugtrio was down. The next one out was a Pidgey, and I absolutely killed it using Aurora Beam. Then the final Pokemon was a Sandshrew, which used Clamp on 2 times, which ultimately finished the battle. It was then time for Brock. The battle started with Cloyster and Onix. Then Onix used Bind on Cloyster 3 times. The most annoying Onix I have ever met. Then Brock switched Onix with Omanite, and then Cloyster used Clamp on that Omanite. Then I decided to switch from Cloyster to Alakazam, and then Omanite switched to Cubone. Yeah, lots of switching there. Alakazam then used Confusion on the Cubone 2 times, and it was down. I used the same strategy for Omanite, and it was an easy kill. And finally, Onix could not stand the Psychic Energy of Alakazam. It used Earthquake, but the Psychic Energy still prevailed, and it fainted like a giant.
That's it! Stay clear!
Alright team, you did well. Let's see what the next team is. So here. Oh, Electabuzz. That might be useful. Actually, yeah. The bottom 3 are kinda bad though. Also, hey, if you're watching this far, you probably like this video. So, if you want to see more of this, and you don't have to, please leave a like and maybe hit the subscribe button. Alright, thanks. I'll continue. So I got all the Pokemon and was at the fight with the Fisherman. I obviously had to let Electabuzz lead, and it was faced with Seaking the first turn. Electabuzz used Thunder Punch on it, and the Seaking used Waterfall. Electabuzz used one more Thunder Punch, and it was down. The next Pokemon out was a Wartortle. I used Seismic Toss on it for some reason, and it decided to use Dig. The Dig attack hit, and Electabuzz was in a critical state. Then I decided to switch to Pinsir instead to see how it would go. Wartortle used Dig, and then it hit, and then Pinsir used Slash. After Wartortle used Waterfall, I hit it Slash for the final time, and Wartortle was gone. Then the final Pokemon out was a Poliwag. Pinsir tried to attack, but the psychic attack unfortunately outsped Pinsir, and then Pinsir fainted. I then decided to switch it out for Dugong, which used Takedown on the Poliwag. The Poliwag used Psychic again, but for one more takedown, it was out. And that was it for the Fisherman. Okay, so, funny story. I might have forgotten to record the other battle. So, yeah. The next battle was the Swimmer. It started with Electabuzz and Mankey. Electabuzz used Thunder Punch, and the Mankey used Counter, but it missed. Electabuzz used Thunder Punch again, and then Mankey fainted. The next Pokemon out was Clefairy. For some stupid reason, I used Seismic Toss on the Clefairy, for some reason, and then the Clefairy used Double Slap. Wasn't very effective, though. Then I decided to use Thunder Punch instead. After it used one more Double Slap, I used Thunder Punch, and then it was down. The final Pokemon that I had to face was Meowth. I used Thunder Punch on it, which not only did lots of damage, but also paralyzed the Meowth. Then it used Fury Swipe, which surprisingly did actually good damage on Electabuzz. And with one more Thunder Punch, the battle ended. Okay, well, here's something funny. I lost to Misty, not once, not twice, but 3 times, actually. But 4th time, I actually succeeded, so I'll just show that, I guess, yeah. For the first battle, it was Electabuzz and Staryu. Electabuzz used Thunder Punch, which put Staryu down to 8% health. Then the Staryu used Psychic. Electabuzz dealt a Seismic Toss, and the Staryu fainted. Next, it was Starmie. The Starmie used Thunder Wave, and it paralyzed Electabuzz. Starmie then used Bubble Beam on Electabuzz, and then Electabuzz used Thunder Wave, so now both of them were paralyzed. I then decided to switch from Electabuzz to Pinsir, and Starmie was still paralyzed. Pinsir used Slash, which brought Starmie down to almost half health. It used Thunder Wave, and then right afterwards used Bubble Beam. Another Slash, and Starmie was gone. The last Pokemon out was Seal. It used Surf on Pinsir, and Pinsir was still paralyzed. I decided to switch from Pinsir to Dugong. The Seal used Surf again, but it wasn't very effective. Dugong used Takedown on Seal, and it used Surf again. Like father, like son, Dugong used Surf, Seal sent it back, Dugong sent it back again, and Seal sent it back again. Surf Wars, you could say. A takedown from Dugong missed, and then Seal used Rest, filling up its health. Dugong used Surf as it was asleep, and then it was a switch to Electabuzz. Then the Seal woke up at the same time. Seal used Surf, and the final blow was a Thunder Punch, which finally gave me victory.
That's it! Stay clear!
Alright, before the video ends, I'm going to display on the screen the team I got for Lieutenant Surge for the next video. Here it is. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting video, actually. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the first part of the Pokemon Stadium Randomizer. Let me know what type of Pokemon challenges or videos you would like me to do in the comments so that I know what you guys would like to see from the channel. So, yeah, alright. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.